And you got your boots.
Yeah.
I thought you were joining the no shoe group.
No.
But your socks. I don't know if they're positioned on socks. So that's the thing.
I don't know. Probably not.
You're not talking about.
No.
The worse than wet socks. So irritating. My kids like spill stuff. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Then they always call me because they snap it. Okay, I'm sorry.
For number 21.
Yeah.
It's the Kingdom policy streams model.
Yeah.
Like the 3 streams are in the notes. And then part of the question says, what does it attempt to explain?
Yeah.
Is it just to show how like different social problems become known to people and how they're brought about?
No, they're best served. It's in best. It also should be in the notes. Is it? You have the notes in front of you? Did I? Yeah. Oh, that's right.
To getting attention from lawmakers.
Right, to get attention from lawmakers to actually like increase the chances that they'll actually make policy. Okay, and policy will happen or occur. It will be made from scratch or else redone at the redoing scratch. Okay, and so the general thing is, when's policy likely to happen? Okay, if I said get attention from lawmakers, that's fine. Well, I have to be honest, I have both. Okay, does that make sense? Because okay, so people pay attention to things. Media gets it. People make claims. Media covers it. People react. If what they're saying is like, oh, okay, well now policy doesn't always naturally occur, but when it will occur, it's more likely if these 3 things converge, if you will, to how you reverse. Okay. So one of them being claims making, the other one being that there's sort of just got to be like ideas on the table, right? It's got to be in those. Remember we talked about like think tank people and all that stuff. The policy proposal stream, right? So people got to have like ideas about like they write papers, gals and gals, and all this stuff, and come up with these ideas. What was the policy?
Political stream.
Oh, the political stream. Yeah, just so that the political opportunities sort of have to be in its favor of passing. Like if the forces are against it. Just think of gun control in the last 24 hours, right? So obviously, people thought maybe the politics had changed, but push comes to shove, it didn't look like it, right? Even as what other streams are happening with the politics. People are, politicians will both represent their constituents and also protect their own jobs by not offending too many people. They're afraid that people are going to vote them out. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that like the instrumental criteria and all criteria?
No, that is what we did in class just a class ago, right? Tuesday, right? So that they're on the board right there for visual, not the physicality. Whoops, I don't even know what that is. Physicality. Sounds very interesting, whatever it is. I put them up there, but okay, never mind, don't worry about it. I didn't bring it. What are they? Who can say them?
Insufficient.
Insufficient.
Oh, well, excessive.
Excessive. Misguided, right? Just think, honestly, as a mnemonic, think of like Goldilocks' critiques of fruit porridge, right? Not too hot, not hot enough. And then the third one that doesn't really fit the story. This ain't porridge, right? Okay, that's the misguided one. This is cream of wheat. I don't like cream of wheat. I don't know. And then you just explain those in basic terms. Half the terms sort of suggest and all that, so we visit just to notice all that stuff. And again, on the examples, where are we? You can You can steal the examples from Best or just use your own. I mean, I think that, I think if you do half the stuff that the big ones on the table right now today, and policy, immigration, order of omnibus, the one in class. My sense of this is, like I suggested, and it seemed like to resonate at least with some of you. Like, okay, so you read math in school, then you somehow are like, okay, yeah. So what I'm doing is, I've chosen these mostly by stuff we talked about. So I'm not like picking too much obscure stuff. You need some refreshers in studying it. But just to go, the best thing you can do is try to find the section in Best. You read it too, just to get the fuller explanation. If necessary, you have to judge when it's necessary, when it's not. And just try to pick out the basics to sort of get like a skeleton thing, and then be able to explain just, in a sentence or two of explanations. Excuse me. Okay, so that might be a very useful thing. Not all of them point back to Best, but sure a lot of them. I'm a Quaker, so I can sit through silence for an awful long time. So I don't know if it's uncomfortable, but if we don't have anything else to say, you guys can feel free to go. I don't mean to torture you to sit through the quiet until 4 o'clock or anything. If you want to, you can certainly stay and talk. I'm going to try to leave right at 4 to with this rugby game. And of course, if you won't see each other for a week, so I won't be here. So send me an email if you're stuck on something or whatever, okay? I'll be glad to help out and all that good stuff. Otherwise, send the paper to your board. Huh? No, we have class Thursday. A week from today is what I meant to say. We have the test on Thursday, as a matter of fact. But just for the advising days.
Like still not writing it, just have the double like the eyes and eye feel.
And think of that. That's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not okay. People have different opinions on this sort of pronoun uses and particular eye stuff. I mean, no one would do it, but I don't think it's a problem. That's my sense. I mean, if you were like, your sentences just sounded like slangy and stuff, then I would say no. But if it's just the pronoun stuff, I think it's totally appropriate to this.
Okay, so you can have like I feel like this.
Well,
if it's not.
I should honestly, to be picky, I won't break it down on this, but you should say I think more than I feel. Because I'm asking you, feeling is fine, and I certainly acknowledge the importance of it. Unless you're really talking about like an emotional reaction, feel is often used as a synonym for thinking, and I'm asking you to really think. First and foremost. That's tricky, but yeah.
I don't feel like a lot of times you can't be like, I think it's supposed to be like assumed.
No. That is okay, first of all, we're going to talk more about this in preparation for the big thing. This is a weird hybrid of a paper that's asking you to sort of mimic this sort of social science stuff based on very limited and very personal experience, right? So I think A is totally appropriate to say I. And I would argue, like, it is known and stuff. I found that what I would say like turgid or stuffy writing, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, why would you take like, you know what I mean? So, and I think that it's better just often to be simple and direct, and this is what you know anyway, so it's that very appropriate.
Yeah,
Does that help?
writing it out, and I was like, I don't know if this is wrong.
Well, I think that's in general, I mean, just on the pronoun stuff for sure. And then you should, you know, honestly, it's maybe a little weird when it's a hybrid. I'll be pretty forgiving on the style on this one and stuff, and you'll get a better sense of what I think. I'll give you feedback on the style. My writing criteria is not, you know, and you should honestly read it out loud to yourself.
Okay.
Just check all that stuff, both in terms of comprehensibility and stuff. If you've already sort of written it, it's going to be painful and stuff, and you got to get like your roommate to, hey, leave me alone, I'm reading my paper out loud. Pick on me for it. But it really is like amazingly good for writing. Everyone should do that.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye bye, guys. Have a good weekend. See you in a week.